We are a week into the MLB 2026 regular season, and I figured it's a good time to start a little power rankings. I'm gonna do this at the beginning of every month for the MLB, and maybe the end. We'll see. But yeah, every month in the beginning, we're gonna do a MLB power rankings. The tiers we have today are terrible teams. They're off to a terrible start, or I think they're terrible. Above that is not great. Above that is average teams in the middle of the pack, and then deep playoff teams, and then World Series contenders. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe, comment down below how you think your baseball team's going to do, and let's get right into it. So I'm going to kind of judge this month's power rankings. I know it's very early in the season, like I said, a week off, still preseason expectations and how a little bit of how they played so far, but mainly just what I think of every team from a roster standpoint. Because obviously 7 games out of, or whatever, 5 or 6 games out of 162 is not enough to read a team. But first up, we got the New York Yankees. They are the best team in the AL by record, 5-1. I think they are World Series contenders, even though I don't like them. They're obviously with their high payroll, they're able to get good players, and they did that this offseason. Their biggest addition, I think, was Cody Bellinger, but I obviously don't like them. I haven't watched them, but I know they're going to be right up there. Seattle Mariners. I'm going to check what their record is. They are 3-4. I could still see the Mariners being like a deep playoff team. I just think Julio Rodriguez is a really good player, and just the team that they have, I believe that they will definitely be in the playoffs. Yeah. I mean, they're 3-4 right now, which isn't bad, but they're going to improve, obviously. Tampa Bay Rays, I think, are going to be average at best. Actually, no, I think they're not good because they are a very young team. I know they're 2-4 right now, but they have like one of the youngest, if not the youngest, rosters in the MLB. So I think that's going to kind of affect them. But they are set up for a good rebuild. So Toronto Blue Jays, I think, are World Series contenders. Their record is 4-2. I think they're a good baseball team. Obviously, they were in it last year. They only really lost Bo Bichette to the Mets, but they did sign some good players, especially in the bullpen in the offseason, and I think this team is going to be good. Miami Marlins, I think, are going to be not good at all. What's their record? They are in the NL. They're in the Mets division. The Marlins are 5-1. I still don't think they're going to do good. I don't care what their record is right now. We will come back March 1st or 3rd or 2nd, whatever, and they will not have a good record. St. Louis Cardinals. I know they just beat the Mets twice somehow, but I'm still going to say terrible. Actually, I'll be generous, not bad. Cardinals are really young. I know they're 4-2, but again, they're rebuilding. They're very young. They have a young roster. Although JJ Weatherholt is a really fun player to watch thus far. Houston Astros. They are the second best team in the AL. I'm going to say deep playoff run. I don't like the Astros. I fully believe they cheated. I don't like them for that. I don't think they're World Series contenders. And it's going to prove me right. Atlanta Braves. They have a good record. 4-2. I think the Braves, they're a deep playoff team. I wouldn't initially call them World Series contenders. I'm going to try to limit the World Series contenders of 4 or 5 teams, no more than that, every month. So, yeah. Yeah, Atlanta Braves, they're a good team, even though they're in the Mets division. Mets, Phillies, Braves. It's going to be a 3-way run, even though the Nationals are playing decent. But, I mean, yeah, Ronald Acuna Jr., obviously a very good baseball player, and the guys they got over there, I think they definitely have a deep playoff run capability in them. Baltimore Orioles, they started a little faster than people thought, 3-3. I think they're going to be an average team. I think they'll be in the playoffs with Adley and Pete Alonso. But I don't think they're going to win much in the playoffs. I think they're just going to be okay. Personally, my opinion, I know they were really good a couple years ago, but at the end of the day, they are the Orioles. Cleveland Guardians, I think they're going to be on the same boat. They're going to be average. They'll make it in the playoffs, but they won't win anything. Yeah, I mean, just don't think this team is as deep as the teams that are better than them. And it's kind of been like that for the Guardians for a while now. Next up, we have the Rockies. Rockies are going to be terrible. I think they're really bad right now. What's their record? They're in the NL. They are 2-4. Worst team. Yeah, the Rockies are going to be really, really bad. Let's just get the bad teams out of the way. We'll go White Sox. They're going to be really bad. They are every year. We're going to go Nationals. They're going to be really bad every year. Then we'll go Athletics. Those four teams, Pirates too. I know the Pirates are playing decent right now, but those five teams are the worst. They're going to be the worst the whole year, and they're going to finish at the bottom of the league, in my opinion. All right, moving on, we have the Detroit Tigers. I know they had a little rough start here, but I still think they're going to be around an average team, maybe a deep playoff run. I think they are a little underrated. Yeah, I mean they're 2-4 right now. I can double check. Yep, they're 2-4. So I mean they're not terrible in my opinion. I just think they're not off to a good start. Kansas City Royals. Let's see what their record is. They are 3-2, third in the AL. Um, I don't know. They're gonna be average, I think, maybe slightly below average. I don't really know much about them, to be honest. I don't hear about them, but I don't think they're gonna be that good of a baseball team. Could be wrong. But the Brewers, on the other hand, let's see. They're in the NL, obviously. Gotta go to them. They are 5-1. They're playing really, really good ball. They could be average. I mean, I'm not gonna call them anything crazy yet, but I do think they are off to a really, really good start. 5-1 is obviously good. If they keep this going, they will go higher up in the tier list for sure. We have the Los Angeles Angels, who, I mean, they've been okay. I think a little below average. I'll put them in not good. I don't think they're gonna really be that good this year. Just a kind of personal opinion here. Philadelphia Phillies, deep playoff run. I mean, I'll have to check their record. I know they're not off to the fastest start. They're 3-3. Yeah, this Mets division is so close. Mets are 3-3. Nats are 3-3. Phillies are 3-3. Braves are 4-2. So it's really really close there, but I think the Phillies will go on a deep playoff run, even though I don't like them. I don't like the Yankees or the Phillies at all, and the Astros. Those are the three baseball teams that I heavily dislike. Next up, we have the San Diego Padres. I think they're going to be average. I think they will make the playoffs. I mean, they're 2-4 right now, but I do think they have what it takes as a team. I could be wrong. They could not be great. I wouldn't be surprised either, but I do think the Padres will be average this year. Texas Rangers. I remember they were in the World Series like 3 years ago, whatever it was, but they'll be average. Obviously, the loaded tier is going to be average. Don't be surprised with that. Terrible, I want 5 teams, no more than that. Not good will be a few. Average will be, and then deep playoff. World Series contenders will be the smallest tier. Yeah, Rangers. I think they're good right there. Some of these teams I don't really have a good read on yet. Red Sox, I thought are going to do better. Right now, they're not good, but I still believe in them, so I'm going to keep them in average. But if their record is similar to what it is now, a month from now when we do this again, they're going down. But I still believe in them. I like the Red Sox, and I think they're going to kind of bounce back here. But like I said, the beginning of every month, probably the first video or two of every month, I'm going to do MLB Power Rankings. So make sure you stay tuned for the next one. Giants, I don't believe in them at all, honestly. I don't think they're that great of a team. I'm not going to put them in terrible, but I'll say they're not good. Dodgers, they're obviously World Series contenders. I don't really need to debate that. They have the best team in the league on paper. They have the highest payroll. They can do whatever they want. You pay in baseball, you got to pay to win, and the Dodgers do great at that. I'm not hating on it, not liking it, but it is what it is, and they are being smart. What's their record? I think they're 4-2. Doesn't matter. Arizona Diamondbacks are not going to be good at all, I don't think. New York Mets, I'm still going to put them in World Series contenders, but it has been a little concerning. The main issue with the Mets for me is the hitting, but if I want to go deeper, it's the runners in scoring position average. The Mets are not doing an effective job of hitting the ball when we have runners in scoring position. So that is a huge problem because in baseball, the only way you can score, unlike other sports, is to step on the plate. Football, you can't get touchdowns on defense. You can kick field goals. I mean, you can get touchdowns on defense. Basketball, you could get a quick turnover, layup, fast break, whatever. Hockey, take the puck, score it, get in the net. But baseball, the only way to score is to step on your plate, and they're just not doing an effective job at that at all. Doing a decent job of getting on base, but they're not getting runners in, which is a huge problem, and I hope we fix it up. Still World Series contenders, though. Twins, they're not playing good at all. I do like the Twins. I wish they were better, but they're just not. Cubs are a deep playoff team for sure. They are off to a really good start this year. I'll have to guess or check the record real quick. But I'm pretty sure they're off to a good start. Well, they're 3-3, but they're going to be a good team. I think they're going to have a deep playoff run. They're contenders, and the Reds, I think, even though they have the same record, they're going to be an average team. But here's my April 2026 MLB power rankings. 5 teams in terrible. We got 7 in not good. We got 9 in average. We got 5 in deep playoffs, and we got 4 in World Series contenders. I think that is a pretty good spread. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below where you think your MLB baseball team stand. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Mets. Take it easy.